At 1930 inches Crimea, Russia's elite gather inside a glittering mansion. They believe they're untouchable. In less than a minute, that illusion will burn to ash. Offshore, a 16-foot Phantom slices through the Black Sea. Silent, patient, it carries the spark that will turn a banquet of power into rubble. This is the Mura V5, Ukraine's unmanned drone boat. A fiberglass predator skimming waves like a shark, nearly invisible to radar. Inside, 6 OSA FPV drones, 13-inch guided missiles armed with 1.5-pound shaped charges. Warheads built to focus fire into molten jets of copper, cutting through steel and concrete like paper. The target, Sanatorium 40, a paradise for generals and FSB planners. This isn't just leisure, it's the birthplace of war blueprints. Destroying it means blinding Russia's machine while widening Ukraine's grain corridor, its economic lifeline. What looks like a resort will soon become the battlefield's front line. At 1931, 3 miles from shore, the Mura slows. Its bay doors crack open. 6 shadows slip into the sea. 10 seconds of final laser guidance. Then the mothership vanishes. The mission is now in the hands of its children. Accelerating to 60 miles per hour. Skimming so low they taste salt spray. They don't charge in a straight suicidal line. They execute Ghost Chain, a tactic of desperation and genius. The lead drone spits a cloud of metallic dust, 500 strips of chaff. On Russian radar, it's chaos, a snowstorm of false echoes. Operators see hundreds of ghosts, chasing nothing but noise. The remaining 5 drones tuck behind that storm of static. They hug the Foros cliffs, hidden in the radar's natural shadow. To bypass a patrol boat, they rise for just 2.7 seconds, no higher than 12 feet, then vanish again. To the Russians, silence. To Ukraine, progress. But nature fights back. A brutal 20-knot gust slams Drone 3, its corroded antenna now a curse. A 2.3-degree targeting error becomes chaos. The little machine bucks like a wild horse, its AI struggling to breathe. Tonight's mission battles not only Russia's defenses, but the merciless Black Sea itself. Hundreds of miles away in Odessa's bunker, an operator's screen flickers. Sweat drips down his hands as he wrestles for control of a tiny 13-inch drone battered by wind, flying blind behind a wall of chaff. The fate of the entire strike now rests on his trembling fingertips. On the cliffs, a Spetsnaz soldier scans with a $10,000 thermal scope. Routine patrol until heat flares. He raises his drone rifle, firing electromagnetic fury. Instantly, Ukraine's decoy erupts in sparks and crashes into the sea. For him, it's victory. For the mission, it's only the first trick. The soldier radios in his kill, convinced he's saved the coast. He hasn't. 5 assassins slither unseen beneath the cliffs, invisible in darkness. He won a battle with a ghost, but the real enemy is still coming low, silent, and merciless. That radio call wakes monsters. Seconds later, a Pantsir S-1 radar near Yalta lights up like Christmas. The system doesn't see 5 drones, it sees one massive target barreling at 60 miles per hour. Its computer screams one word: enemy. The command is immediate: fire. A multi-million-dollar missile erupts, climbing to Mach 3 inches seconds. In Odessa, the operator smirks, whispering, "Go ahead, waste your money." Russians cheer as the missile slams into the glowing cloud, vaporizing aluminum strips. They think they scored a kill. In truth, they just destroyed empty air. They've declared war on shadows. While eyes fix on smoke and sparks, the Mura V5 plays its last card. It broadcasts the signature of a warship, pulling patrol craft out to sea. The real swarm slips forward, unseen, while Russia chases a Phantom. Sirens scream across Sevastopol. From a nearby base, a Su-30 roars skyward, afterburners shredding the night. A Mach 1.9 Predator worth $50 million, built to kill anything that flies. But tonight, it's hunting prey that refuses to play its game. The swarm splits. 2 drop even lower, nearly vanishing in sea clutter. 3 climb to 200 feet. Suddenly, the Russian pilot isn't hunting one target, he's trapped in geometry, juggling threats at multiple altitudes, all racing toward a civilian no-fire zone. His advantage evaporates in the math. Frustrated, the Russians unleash their digital hammer, a storm of jamming energy blankets 5 miles of sky. In Odessa, control screens fill with static, but the OSA drones ignore it. Guided by gyros, they move like teenagers wearing noise-canceling headphones, shutting out the noise and flying by instinct. GPS is gone, but physics remains. Each drone senses its own turns, dips, and dives with 98% accuracy. You can jam the airwaves, but you cannot jam gravity. Ukraine's machines advance, steady as if possessed, slipping deeper toward their target. On the ground, Spetsnaz unleash nets and thermal-guided fire. Tracer streams carve the night. One OSA explodes in a flash of fire, scattering across the cliffs. One loss, 4 remain. In Odessa, the operator wipes his brow, knowing the mission is still alive, but barely. The screen flashes the number that matters most, 20 seconds to target. He whispers, "Hold steady. Just hold." Russia has the cheetah. Ukraine has the fox. And in hide-and-seek, the fox always wins. Russian defenses throw millions of dollars at the sky, blind to what's really coming. At 1929, one OSA changes identity. It broadcasts the IFF code of a civilian airliner, appearing on course to collide with a school, a digital bluff so perfect it paralyzes command. Fire and risk an international outrage, or hesitate and lose precious seconds? Ukraine knows hesitation is fatal. Confusion erupts in Sevastopol. Orders clash, officers shout, air defenses from the billion-dollar S-400 down to riflemen freeze. In that pause, 4 true drones slip through the radar shadow, sliding unseen towards Sanatorium 40. Panic blinds the hunters, while predators move free. Now completely invisible, they close in. Offshore, the Mura V5 hides behind a grain freighter and fires one final laser pulse. It corrects Drone 3's 3.6-degree error instantly. In Odessa, 4 green boxes lock onto the sanatorium's thermal signature. Calmly, the operator murmurs, "The trap is sprung." The Pantsir awakens, spitting 30mm steel at 4,000 rounds per minute. But the drones don't scatter. They converge. 4 avenging angels diving through the curtain of fire, lined up on one point, the heart of Sanatorium 40. Their final dive begins. The lead drone, its aim corrected, locks onto the banquet hall. The operator's voice cuts like ice. Fox 3 release payload. 4 shaped charges detach, fins snapping open, plunging at over 200 miles per hour. The drones themselves bank away. Their delivery is complete. The message is about to be signed in fire. Inside, luxury collapses into horror. Caviar glasses shatter, generals scream, "We jammed everything." But physics doesn't jam. 4 warheads, stripped of electronics, are pure rage in copper and steel. They don't need signals, they only obey gravity. And gravity never misses. Impact is a symphony of violence. The first charge vaporizes a 4-inch glass roof with 700 feet-pounds of force. Its molten jet slices marble like paper, igniting the kitchen's gas lines. A secondary blast hurls the western wall into the sea. Each warhead falls like lightning, striking the beast's heart. Another detonation turns an armored Mercedes into a 100-foot tower of fire. The final blast erases the war room, its plans reduced to ash. The electromagnetic pulse fries local radars, blinding the coast. By dawn, the $50 million sanatorium lies in ruins. The Black Sea Fleet forced to retreat. In Odessa, the operator watches destruction unfold, a tired smile crossing his face. The lesson is as old as war itself. The biggest wolf can fall to the smallest arrow if the aim is true. Ukraine's ghost chain just turned the sea into a weapon, proving brains beat brute force. The Russian Empire? Just a sandcastle waiting for the tide. So, what do you think? Was this swarm pure genius or something greater? Leave your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more stories from the front lines where ingenuity is the deadliest weapon of all.